So in this video, we're going to be making Rustee look better because at the moment she's looking a bit tired. I really want to dechrome the car and I want to change that rear spoiler because it's doing my absolute Swede in. First of all, I need to dechrome the car. I need to do something about these wheels. I'm changing this rear spoiler that I've never actually liked. I want to do these handles the same colour as the car, and I haven't decided what I want to do with these yet, but I have seen some black ones that look rather smart, which have upgraded cameras, so I'm going to look into seeing if I can get them at a good price. Last but not least, there is this dent in the door, which is kind of letting the bodywork down. Also, there's something loose in there, and every time you shut the door, it makes this clang noise, and it's not very pleasant. Great news, neighbours just gave me some fishing line, because I'll need that to remove the old spoiler. So we put the line in between the glue and rip it off. Because last time I did it, I used to use a ribbon, and that's how I used to do the debadging. However, last time I used the ribbon, it just kept breaking. So hopefully this is strong enough. If not, we'll have to get some stronger fishing line. So I need to do that. And then I also need to, I have got the original spoiler, the original performance one, got that a while ago. Now it did start to de-lacquer like these ones do. So a while ago, I did actually take all of the lacquer off. It just needs re-lacquering. So I've got some re-lacquering spray paint in there. So I'm going to do that as well. So we're going to do the spoiler and then we're going to have an attempt of the dechrome. However, there's a problem with the dechrome because I'm confident that I'll be able to do the dechrome around the windows. However, and I'm sure you guys might know this as well, doing the chrome bit around the wing mirrors is a massive ball ache. So I need to think about something for that. Might be in another episode. If anyone's got any tips, whack it in the comments because I could really do with some tips there. Let's crack on. Oh dear, might not be strong enough. I definitely glued it down right the first time. I will need some more fishing line because I've kind of run out, but I doubled up on the fishing line and that really helped. So it's time to do the other side. So my neighbour has actually given me some more, so thanks neighbours. And just to clarify, this is 12 pound, 5.44 kilogram. I would say you need to go for stronger than this because I've had to double up and I've broken it a few times, but this is all we've got. Yeah, it's off now. Ta-da! So maybe in hindsight, I maybe shouldn't have put quite as much sticky stuff down. So I've got a really good kind of cleaning, good stuff to take all of that off, and then we'll need to polish it back a little bit as well. Oh dear. Oh, is that the paint? Paint bubbling up? Was that me? Oh dear, same on this side. I wonder if that's the lacquer. I wonder if that was me when I was trying to yank it off. You see that there as well? Is what it is. This is the stuff I'm using to get rid of the stickiness. Insecta Entfernen from Audi. I've had it for ages and it's flipping amazing stuff. There we go, gets rid of it straight away. But as you can see, I've got some serious bubbles going on here. Look at that. Anyone know how to get rid of that? I guess sand it down and then, I don't know. Whack it in the comments if you know how to get rid of like blistering on the paint. Wow, not ideal. I'm going to polish it with some super resin autoglym polish and see if that gets rid of the weird marks. Obviously not going to get rid of the blisters, but again, let's see if that makes any difference. It's made no difference whatsoever. I popped the blister and there was water inside. I know Rustee wasn't the prettiest and I was trying to make her look a bit prettier, but now not really help things that way. Oh dear. Also, before I forget, I've got a spoiler for sale. You know, it wasn't to my taste, but I mean, these normally go for, I think they're about £80 on AliExpress. Bearing in mind this has been sprayed the exact right colour, pearl white. So if anybody wants this particular spoiler, just DM me. But if you're interested, let me know. So not the greatest of starts, but I'm still going to prep the rear spoiler. And what I'm going to do first is do some panel degreaser on it and then spray it with lacquer, just the top bit. And that should bring the carbon fibre out a little bit more. Hopefully that goes to plan. Breaking a sweat. I've made a mistake. by putting too much on before. Just needs to be a light coating. So if you do more than one, it tends to smudge and get a bit mucky. That's what I found when I did the headlights on my Toyota Alphard camper van, which is now sold. Sad face. Now the spoiler's been lacquered, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna let this dry. Look at that, nice. I've found the double-sided sticky tape, and it looks like I've got enough left, which is good. But while that dries, let's have a look at the Dechrome kit that I got. So we've got a Dechrome blackout kit. We've also got some tools to help. Will I make it look easy? Probably not. I'll probably mess it up. But that's why you like watching this, right? Because you want to see how not to do it first. And then you can do it yourself. I know that I've been quoted about £260 to dechrome the car before, the mirrors and probably everything. And it's quite a lot of money. And this Dechrome kit cost, I'll put the price at the bottom because I can't remember. If you get loads of different colours, gloss white, high gloss white, matte black, carbon, all sorts. What did I go for? Matte black, there we go. But I'll just go fairly original. Is matte black the right colour? Maybe I should have gone for satin. Alright, well, didn't come with a lot, does it? So this is, I guess, to surface cleaner. And then this, well, that's fairly simple. And then I've got all of these tools to get it all connected. There we go, that is a very sharp blade, that'll be useful. I'm not sure what that does. That is a pushy inny thingy. It's another pushy in tool. And then, yeah, I think I've got everything I need. Whether this is enough, we will see. You only get one, that's a bit rubbish. I'm gonna go and do the other side. Now I have seen some Teslas rolling around with all of the window trim chromed, but not the mirrors. It just looks a bit funny. It doesn't look like, you know, the Audis with the chrome mirror caps. Although that is an idea, where you just put chrome mirror caps on. But I kind of want to get rid of the chrome. Let's have a play around. What's the worst that could happen? I'm going to measure it out roughly, and so I haven't got the reel getting in my way. I'm going to kind of roughly measure it, then cut. That should make life a bit easier. Say to about there, but a little bit more just in case. I think we'll need a heat gun for this. I'm going to get out the heat gun. Try and keep it nice and high, and then I can always tuck it in. I'm going to leave that spare bit at the end, just in case this moves. That was the easy part. Now comes the hard part. It seems to have gone in okay, and I'm probably going to trim the top, but once I've sorted the bottom bit. Just opened the door, because I thought that might be... It's not my music. So I thought it might be easier to cut where it needs to cut. This is not the fun bit. What was it, measured twice, cut once? This is going to be interesting because this is all in one piece. I think I might have messed up here, and I've only just begun. I'll have to go over it. Happy with that bit though. So I guess we'll just tuck that up now. There'll be some tidying up going on up here in a minute. Actually, this can just fold in. It's probably safer doing it that way. You don't actually have to be that precise because you can tuck it in quite easily. The trickiest bit is, do you fold, do you tuck it in or do you cut it? And you've got to make it look decent. So this is the tricky bit, is the bottom section. Oh, well, that was relatively simple. I think we're done. So the issue is this bit, because it's all in one piece, so there needs to be a join somewhere. And as soon as I've done the top bit first, there's going to have to be a join like here or something. It's trying to make it look tidy. Unfortunately, the little bit I've got left isn't big enough, so I have to do a fresh bit for that. And this isn't the knife, that's how sharp this plastic is. I have a cunning plan. I'm gonna have to get the heat gun out for this because the angle is not the best. Okay, that made a hell of a difference already. That really helps. That helped lots. Wow, that made loads of difference. Could be wrapping the car next, people. If people want me to wrap Rustee, whack it in the comments. And what colour, I'm up for it. Child's play. If you've got a heat gun, it's a piece of piss. I mean, when I say piece of piss, it's not, I wouldn't say it's professional. There's just a little tiny bit missing there. Sharpie might come to the rescue in this little bit. Can you see it? Of course you can, it's right there. There's a tiny bit there. But I reckon I'll get away with Sharpie. The join's not too bad. I think I might have styled that out fairly well. It's going better than I thought. Now it's time for both the doors. Then that'll be one side done. With a little help from Mr. Sharpie. So I've measured it up, so it's roughly the same size, a little bit over because the chrome goes over the edge. And let's get fit in this one. Putting the heat gun on because it looks like it needs stretching a bit. Using my nail for this bit just seems easier. Just tucking it in. And theoretically, yeah, I made a good job of making sure there wasn't too much. I've only got 10% battery remaining on the camera, so I better do this pretty quick. The edges are tricky to make them look tidy, and you want to make them look tidy really. So you don't want to make it look rubbish when people open the doors. I tell you what, it's shaping up alright. Just one little chrome bit to go. This is going to be quite tricky actually, because the mirror gets in the way. I mean, ideally you'd take the mirror off, but I'm not going to. So there. I'm going to try not to stretch it this time, because that didn't help me. And when you put it on the top layer, try not to pull it too much. I think it's the trick, says the person doing it for the first time. He's going to be using a Sharpie to fill in the gaps. It's just time and patience. Two things I don't ever tend to have really. So if I can do it with my lack of patience, anyone can do it, I would say. But the only time that someone's going to look closely is if you go, yeah, I did it myself. And then, as I would, you look a bit closer, you go, so you did. I'm going to see if I can do it the same as I did it last time with my nail, because that seemed to work quite well. Let's just put it down. It's going to be the tricky part. The old thumb knife going on there. Did a treat. These crosses. Oh, well happy with that. But have a look at that. Probably zoom it in as well so you can have a look. But that bit was the tricky bit. But I think I've managed to somehow ace that. Dare I say. Now it's the tricky bit of this corner. These are hard bits. So I think pushing it down like down like that, and then no, that's not good. How about we push it like that? Tricky bit. So maybe if I cut in and then fold it over. So if I cut in it and then do that one that way, and then that one like there, and mark on that bit. You can see a little bit of the chrome there, and I'm just pulling it off willy-nilly now. Look at that. Right, let's have a look. Yep, it's definitely, oh, you can't see it up there. So, I mean, what makes it really obviously has been done is obviously the chrome bits there. But I tell you what, other than the bit that I messed up over there, which I'm going to touch in, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So I've put the double-sided tape, just a couple of pieces. I haven't gone too mad because I'll probably have to take it off again at some point. You know, there might be another spoiler that I find. I do have a couple of spoilers that I've seen in the past, but at the moment, funds allowed. I'm just going to go back to the standard one. I'm just putting it on, just in place, and now I'm going to measure with a tape measure to make sure it's in the centre. Let's slide and like a little bit. Yeah, that's bang on. Just like that. Now we just need to put the... It's time to do this side. Well, that's a bit of a joke. I've got just enough left to do probably this, but not enough overhang to do the edge bit. So that's short, and then I've still got this bit to go. So if you are buying the 3M Dechrome kit, I would get 2. Or maybe if I was less wasteful, I might be able to just do it, but I'd rather be wasteful and get it right, you know? So I think I'm gonna do that bit and leave that door, which is gonna look really funky, and just order another one of these. So I'll probably look and be dressed differently, and there'll be different weather for the next video. With the spoilers on, that should be pretty much glued on by now. Looks better already. I do like the nice simple touch of the performance spoiler. I definitely want to do this badge black, so maybe if I've got a bit left of this, I'll try and do the badge with the Dechrome. Give that a go. Doesn't look too bad. Like I said, it does need a touch up from my old Sharpie, but looking horrific. Last little bit then, I guess. So it's the next weekend, and the new tape has arrived. It's not the 3M tape this time. I've gone for cheaper, so instead of spending 35 quid, this was a tenner. It does look to be the same, so let's whack it on there and see if it is the same or similar. But it doesn't matter so much because I think I'll have to redo it anyway because of the dent on the door, so I probably need to be taken off it at some point. But let's get that sorted and on to the next thing.